Cryptids and Cold Ones. I'm John.
And I'm Kyle.
And Evan's not here tonight. He's off being a family man or whatever.
Summer vacationing, wholesome style.
Yeah. Are they doing another trip to historical sites?
I honestly think that's true. I can't hate on it, but I can because he's my cousin. It's like maybe when the kids grow up, like when they're like 18 or 19, they look back at their life and be like, Dad, how come we've never been to a monster truck rally? Instead we're going to like Gettysburg. What the hell, bro?
Oh, man. I know when I made the kids ride through Cades Cove, they were not impressed.
Ooh. Well, yeah.
We've seen so many bears though. It was like I've gone through there many times, but that was the first time where I've actually been there when the bears are moving.
Yeah.
And I mean they were just everywhere. But the traffic was probably 10 times worse than I've ever seen.
Oh my God, yeah.
There was at times we were sitting still for like 30 minutes.
Oh my God. That's crazy. That's they're like squirrels up here in Michigan. Bears are down there.
Yeah, I sent you guys that video of the one that was walking like right down the hill from our cabin and
yeah. Yeah.
So housekeeping.
Let me cuff your pillow. I had to do
You're doing two people's jobs tonight.
I was a castrati. I went
Oh, we're on all the socials. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Although I haven't posted anything to TikTok in quite a while.
I think we should.
I need to get back on.
I don't know.
I need to get back on. I paid for a year of a program for editing videos, and I have not been using it. So,
is it just because it's time consuming, or?
Yeah, because you got to go through and like it'll pick up and make captions for you, but then you have to go through and edit all the captions because it doesn't always get them right.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I can't let the caption not match what we're actually saying.
Oh yeah, I understand because I've seen other videos in the past of other things. Yeah, me too. Yeah, understood.
So, but our link tree is in the show notes of every episode. That's probably going to be the easiest way to find everywhere we are. We also have a phone number you can reach us at 989-577-9. Oh, that's the wrong number.
I was like,
989. I forgot it.
Well,
402-4091.
Yeah, there you go. I had to pull the little Tim Allen Home Improvement.
It's a good thing I'm the one that edits all this stuff.
Yeah, no shit.
So yeah, I found this. I was browsing Reddit, and I was on R High Strangeness, and this article popped up, and I was like, man, that's pretty interesting. And then as I started reading it, I was like, wow, that's a lot of money to spend researching things.
I didn't read that part.
So a quick synopsis of it. The article is from theclassifiedrecord.com. It says the Pentagon investigated poltergeists, animal mutilations, and consciousness. From 2008 to 2012, the Defense Intelligence Agency ran a classified program called the Advanced Aerospace Weapon System Applications Program, or AAWSAP. It was funded with $22 million appropriated by Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. Its official purpose was aerospace threat research. Its actual scope, confirmed by the AARO Historical Record Report published in March of 2024, included paranormal research at a private Utah ranch.
Oh,
Where's that one really famous ranch with all the weird stuff that goes on?
that's Skinwalker,
Yeah, that's in
Utah.
Utah, isn't it? The program produced more than 100 technical reports delivered to the DIA covering consciousness studies, poltergeist phenomena, precognition, anomalous cognition, and encounters that did not fit any conventional threat category. Military and intelligence personnel who visited the ranch for the program reported that something followed them home. Paranormal events erupted in their households. Some reported injuries to their children. The Defense Office of Pre-Publication and Security Review cleared 2 books describing this research for public release in 2021 and 2023. Separately, the FBI investigated animal mutilations across the American West from 1974 to 1978, explored theories including satanic cults and covert government activity.
Okay.
It seems weird to me. The government was investigating the government.
The government.
It says satanic cults and covert government activity, and never identified any responsible party.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to investigate myself, I'm probably not going to say I'm the one that did it.
Yeah.
Those files are in the FBI vault. The CIA Stargate collection includes peer-reviewed research funded through government programs showing statistically significant anomalous correlations between conscious human intention and the physical world. This page documents what the government studied and what the cleared sources confirm and what remains classified. See, I don't know what your thoughts are on this so far, but it seems fishy.
Yeah. When you think of 22 million though, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of money.
That's like a 1/32 of the military budget.
Not even 1/32. That's like 1.32 of the military budget. Like, I mean, we're pretty much like, 50% of our total tax revenue goes to military, and I think the other 20% 30% goes to social programs, and the other 20 or 30, whatever, goes to like infrastructure and whatnot. So
Yeah,
it's like, and honestly, like 22 million, like if I heard I won $1 million tonight, I'd be like, oh, cool. I wouldn't be like, yeah, woo, my life. It's like, because like that shit goes quick.
like $1 million would be awesome, but it's not like
yeah. Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
It's definitely not going to be like quit my career and never work
Right.
again money.
It's not life. It's life altering, but it's not life changing. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So
I'd still be delivering or doing deliveries.
So it says what it was and what was actually studied. The Advanced Aerospace Weapons System Applications Program was a Defense Intelligence Agency program funded through a $22 million congressional appropriation secured by Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid of Nevada and 2 Senate colleagues. The DIA awarded the contract in 2008 to Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies, which is a subsidiary of Robert Bigelow's aerospace company. The program's director was DIA analyst Dr. James Lakatsky, and it ran until 2012 when the DIA canceled it. The official mandate described research into 12 areas of cutting edge science relevant to aerospace threats. The AARO Historical Record Report published in March 2024, which reviewed all official U.S. government UAP investigatory, I can't say that, investigations efforts since 1945, describes what AAWSAP actually did. While the official purpose was to conduct research into those 12 scientific areas, the contractor team and at least one supportive government program manager also conducted UAP and paranormal research at a property owned by the private sector organization. The property was a 512 acre ranch in northeastern Utah called Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh yeah. So they're saying it was legit.
It was yeah, it was legit, and they did all of this investigations at Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh.
The scope of the paranormal research is documented in 2 books, reviewed and cleared for public release by the Defense Office of Pre-Publication and Security Review, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, written by program insiders James Lakatsky, Colm Kellner, and journalist George Knapp. It was cleared case 20-SB-0058 on May 11, 2021. Inside the U.S. government's covert UFO program by the same authors, plus Eric Davis, was cleared case 22-SB-0151. The DoD clearance means these books were reviewed by the government for classified information and approved for publication. What they described is not classified. The classification status of the underlying 100-plus technical reports delivered to the DIA is unknown.
Oh.
So they went through these books with a fine-tooth comb and took out anything that could probably implicate the government, or that they wouldn't want the public to know. That could, like,
That's weird.
you know, put a wrinkle in their plans, And it's interesting that they did all this at Skinwalker Ranch. That I don't know why that's sticking with me, but
well, when it for me, when it goes on like a TV show, it automatically loses credibility just because 9 times out of 10 they're just like, even they can show as much compelling crap as they want, and I mean, I don't know, that's the skeptic in me.
Well, I'm with you, because it's like I don't put much stock in like Travel Channel shows anymore, or like History Channel shows anymore, just because like, don't get me wrong, I love it, but like Mountain Monsters, like, it's very clearly fake. But it's always portrayed as a real documentary, and so it's just I don't know, I don't put much stock in them. Now, if it's like a privately funded, movie, and it's, that has a little more credit to me.
Yeah. And that's more difficult to do too, so that's the hard part in all this,
And I don't know how, like, if I would really take anything in these 2 books like serious either, because not only were the authors working for the government program, but then the government reviewed it and made made edits to it,
Yeah.
and then put it out.
Right.
It's
Put
like
their spin on it.
it's one page and it just said shit happened. Like so it says
Yeah, that's
what the
funny.
cleared sources document the program studied. The AAWSAP program through BAASS and its subcontractors investigated a suite of phenomena at Skinwalker Ranch that went that went far beyond aerospace threats. The cleared sources document the program's engagement with the following categories of phenomena, none of which involved conventional aerospace technology. Poltergeist phenomena, spontaneous movement of objects, anomalous sounds, and apparent telekinetic events reported by personnel and documented by surveillance equipment deployed on the property. The program treated poltergeist activity as a category of phenomena warranting systemic study, not as a hoax or misperception.
Hmm.
Consciousness research. The program examined whether human consciousness interacted with the physical environment in anomalous ways. This research connected to a broader government funded body of work on anomalous cognition that included the CIA Stargate program and the Princeton Engineering Anomalies Research Laboratory. Um, Precognition and anomalous cognition. The program investigated whether individuals could obtain accurate information about future events or distant locations through means other than conventional sensory channels. This is the same research domain the CIA funded for over two decades under Stargate. Cryptid encounters. Personnel at and around the ranch reported encounters with large animals that did not match any known species. These were treated within the program as a category of potentially anomalous phenomena rather than misidentified known animals. And animal mutilations. The program engaged with a long documented pattern of livestock found dead with surgically precise wounds, no blood, and missing organs in patterns consistent across thousands of cases over decades. The FBI had investigated the same phenomena from 1974 to 1978 without reaching a conclusion. It is kind of interesting to me that they categorized everything here as actual things that are happening and
Yeah.
not normally it's the opposite, like you see something like my buddy that found the big cat tracks on his property and they're like, oh, that's a house cat, even though he had a picture of something
Yeah.
clearly 5 times the size of a house cat.
Yeah. Man.
So it's just weird to me that they would actually acknowledge that these things were happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what to think about all this right now. I'm really into that poltergeist stuff. Like I think so what I was saying before we recorded was I think all of this is related. I think the ghosties, the energy, the aliens, everything is related in a way where it's all the same thing. It's all, man, I'm not high yet, but um like I think it's all the same thing, either energy or dimensional, and it's either that or it's our imaginations working overtime. I don't know. That's what I feel like like what they're explaining right now, all this stuff, it sounds like the same thing. I don't know if that makes sense.
Like all this, all like I think I know what you're saying. Like it's all related to each other. It's all coming from the same
Yeah,
source. It
exactly.
just looks different
Yeah,
in all the different
right.
categories.
Now, I think there's other theories on
So
that too. There's a theory that um I don't know if it's a guy named Jacques Vallée or no, it's another guy named the guy who wrote the Mothman Prophecies. John
John
Keel. Yeah,
Keel.
he said something to the effect of that there's ultra terrestrials that show themselves in different ways. So like they're not like carbon based like we are. So they're showing themselves in different ways or
Yeah.
manifesting that, they could look like a ghost, they could look like an orb in the sky. I don't know. That's one theory. So and
Yeah.
I kind of want to look into that more.
Oh, it's
So after reading this,
so. What is that called? Where the like people who've been abducted, um, their memories are altered.
is it confabulation?
What the hell
No.
is that called? No.
I'm gonna say hi to Evan while he's googling it, so he has something to listen to. Hi, Evan. I hope you are enjoying your vacation, and that's all I got right now. Talk to you soon. Hey, yo, Grok. What's it called, Grok?
Confabulation is a thing, but that is your brain doing it on its own. But there's something where um, the aliens put, like, while they're doing all their tests on you, they basically put these memories in
Oh,
your
okay.
head.
Oh, I know. Yeah, words are hard for me, and I don't know. Maybe I need a nootropic or something. I know what you're trying to say.
Man, I cannot think. Screen
Oh, I've
memories.
never heard of that. I was.
So screen memories are a concept in psychology or ufology where the mind, either human or alien, creates a mundane, distorted, or fantasy memory to cover up a highly traumatic or inexplicable event, such as a close
Oh,
encounter.
okay. That makes sense.
Confabulation is when your mind fills in gaps in the memory you're having.
Okay.
So, like, if you're trying to, remember something that happened when you were a kid, some of that may not be what actually
Right.
happened. It's just what your brain
That's
says
what I
happened.
loved having the body camera for, because like in stressful situations, you could play it back and oh yeah, also play back a stressful situation. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But at least remember and be sure exactly what you said or did, and but I never had a problem with that. But
Right.
like I don't know, like some of the like when we got body cameras, some of the old guys were like, "Rah, rah," and it's like, dude, all you're gonna do is say some racist shit or something. That's what you're gonna get caught saying. So shut up.
I had a guy I used to work with that got mad when they put GPSs on our
Who
service
cares?
vans.
Yeah, like
But he was the reason we got
yeah.
GPSs put on our
Oh my
service
god.
vans. It was his fault.
That's funny.
So, the next part of the article is the attachment phenomenon. What followed personnel
Whoa.
home? The most difficult category of findings to explain in conventional terms, and the one most extensively documented in the cleared sources, is what the program called the attachment phenomenon. The cleared description, encountering anomalies on Skinwalker Ranch, often led to the attachment of strange phenomena to military personnel who visited the ranch and brought something home to their families, resulting in frightening eruptions of paranormal events in their households that terrorized and sometimes injured the children.
Damn.
The program documented cases in which personnel who had no prior history of anomalous experiences began reporting. Why did I
That's
said
okay.
reporting weird?
You're on a long stretch.
They began they began reporting poltergeist type events in their homes, after visiting the ranch. These events included objects moving without contact, auditory phenomena, and in some cases, physical harm to family members. The program treated these reports seriously enough to document and study them as a potential contagion like effect associated with proximity to the phenomena
Damn.
at the ranch. This finding, if accurate, has implications that extend beyond any conventional threat category. The program appears to have concluded that whatever was occurring at the ranch was not confined to the property, and that personnel exposure created some form of ongoing connection to the phenomena. The nature of the connection and whether the program reached any conclusions about it is not established in the cleared public sources. The technical reports on this topic delivered to the DIA remain classified.
I don't like that one.
Right. So they're not fully discussing what people were actually experiencing. It's almost like getting radiation
Literally bringing
poisoning,
your
but them covering up why and how you got the radiation poisoning, but acknowledging the fact that you're sick.
Except this time you bring home some evil invisible bastard. I guess it's better than bringing gonorrhea home to your wife. Yeah, bring home a poltergeist instead. Gonosyphilis.
Gonosyphilis. The FBI animal mutilation investigation, 74 to 78. The FBI's investigation of animal mutilations is a separate primary source record, independent of AAWSAP, documented in the files available at the FBI vault. In the mid 1970s, reports of animal mutilations across western and midwestern states prompted the FBI to compile a case file. The Bureau was unable to conduct a full investigation due to jurisdictional limitations. It could only act when mutilations occurred on Indian lands or federal property, but did investigate 15 cases on New Mexico Indian lands and compiled correspondence and press clippings from 74 to 78. The project explored multiple theories for the incidents: satanic or witchcraft cults, UFO-related activity, pranksters, natural predators, and covert government programs. None of these theories were confirmed. No individuals were identified as responsible for any of the mutilations investigated. The FBI formally closed the cases unresolved. In 79, retired FBI agent Kenneth Rommel was hired as director of Operation Animal Mutilation.
Wow. Who names this shit?
A separate federal investigation funded with a $44,170 grant from the U.S. Justice Department's Law Enforcement Assistance Administration. They need to come up with better names for shit, because they're just too long.
What was that? Like animal mutilation? What the fuck? Like Operation Where's the Beef? That'd be better.
Rommel's investigation concluded that most mutilations were consistent with natural decomposition and predation. Though he did not address the full body of cases or the specific forensic anomalies documented in some instances, including bloodless carcasses, apparent surgical precision, and the presence of sedative compounds found in some animals. The FBI files remain in the vault and document what the Bureau was told, what it investigated, and what it failed to determine. They do not establish a cause. They establish that the phenomenon was reported at sufficient scale and with sufficient consistency that the federal government investigated it formally, found the cases unresolved, and closed them without explanation. How can you label them as a natural occurring thing if you're
I
finding
know. What the fuck?
sedatives, surgical precision? Like a mountain lion does
A
not
mountain
have
lion does
surgical
not
precision.
bleed you
It rips
dry.
things apart. That makes no. That's just them
That
giving you
just,
fluff.
you know, the whole Skinwalker Ranch, I blew it off as just TV, you know, just because, like we said earlier, it's TV, and, you know, and a lot of this paranormal stuff has been just overdone, and, you know, it's the, you know, I want to believe. Sorry, John said.
Right.
John's gassy.
So the CIA consciousness research, what the Stargate collection confirms. The CIA Stargate collection, released through the FOIA reading room, includes peer-reviewed scientific research on consciousness and its apparent interaction with physical systems. Two documents are particularly significant for what they confirm in primary source language. Evidence of consciousness related anomalies in random physical systems. Document CIA RDP 96 1000 numbers. Was published in Foundations of Physics in December 1989 and filed in the CIA Stargate collection. It presents a meta analysis of over 800 relevant experiments from the parapsychology literature and a review of more than 25 million binary trials conducted over 7 years at Princeton's Engineering Anomalies Research Laboratory, otherwise known as Pearl. I don't know if it really is, but that's what that would spell. The findings showed unequivocal non-chance effects in experimental conditions and chance level results in control conditions, a pattern consistent with genuine anomalous correlations between conscious intention and physical systems. The document concludes that there is persuasive, replicable evidence of an anomalous correlation between conscious intention and the output of random number generators.
Oh.
The role of consciousness in the physical world is a second CIA Stargate document addressing the theoretical framework for understanding how consciousness might interact with physical reality. Both documents were funded through channels that connected to the government's classified research programs on anomalous cognition. What the Stargate collection establishes is that the CIA funded and filed peer-reviewed scientific research showing statistically significant effects that conventional physics does not explain. Whether those effects reflect genuine anomalous cognition, systemic experimental error, or something else is a question the documents raise but does not settle. Just more and more just not
More
explaining
hooey.
anything.
It's not, well, at first it sounded like they were studying the conscious effect, or the unconscious effect on the body, and how you could use it to like better heal yourself. And then it like moved to number generation. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know how that fits
So,
into it. I kind of took it as like how they can, like, them finding ways to do things to you to change how you feel about
oh
things
yeah,
subconsciously, and then getting you to do something,
yeah.
you know, not based in what you would normally do, but how they wanted you to do
Right.
it without actually
I'm
telling
more
you to do
interested
it
in, I
that way.
want human, like, I want human, because I think consciousness is like, we're not even scratching the surface right now with our consciousness. We can do so much with it. And so
Right.
I I don't know. I just wish they would, so to speak, weaponize our autism a little more. Figure out how to be more conscious but more autistic.
Isn't that what like the
Yeah, I
men who
don't think
stare at
I
goats was about?
saw the whole. No, I only saw a little bit of it, but yeah, that's wild. I'd like to know more about that because it's a pretty big thing, the whole remote viewing and
Yeah. So the next section is Kona Blue, the follow on program that was rejected. The AARO historical record report describes a follow on proposal called Kona Blue. After the DIA canceled AAWSAP in 2012, supporters of the program proposed to the Department of Homeland Security that a new version be created under a special access program designation. The AARO report states Kona Blue was brought to AARO's attention by interviewees who claimed that it was a sensitive DHS compartment to cover up the retrieval and exploitation of non human biologics. The DHS proposal failed. The program was not established. Whether Kona Blue would have studied consciousness, poltergeist phenomena, animal mutilations, or other research areas is unknown from the public record. What the AARO report confirms is that the community attempted to continue the program under the Department of Homeland Security auspicious and sought special access program statues specifically because the subject matter was considered sensitive enough to require it. So I'm thinking that the supporters were probably high ranking officials and they wanted to be
yes.
able to
And
cover
I'm
stuff up.
also thinking now non-human biologics are probably just animals that other countries shot into space, and they, not like, because I know like in the 60s
Yeah.
and 70s the Russian space program did that often. I know they had some famous dogs, Belka and Strelka or whatever, but they could. I mean, you could argue as, yeah, the ship failed and crashed to Earth, and it's a non-human biologic. It's a dog. I mean,
Yeah. And that looks a
yeah,
lot like a chimpanzee. Nope,
yeah.
definitely
So
not.
they get away with saying that by just shit like that.
Yep. They have a
Oh yeah,
way of wording everything to.
semantics.
Yep. So the final part of the article is what the government studied and what it would not name. The combined primary source record, AAWSAP
Jesus.
confirmed by AARO, the FBI, the FBI mutilation files, the CIA consciousness documents, the DoD cleared accounts of what happened to personnel at the ranch, describes a government that studied phenomena it could not explain using the frameworks it had, treated those phenomena seriously enough to spend $22 million over 4 years, delivered more than 100 technical reports to the Defense Intelligence Agency, and then canceled the program and classified most of those reports. The phenomena studied do not have official names in the government record. They are described in the cleared sources documented in the FBI vault and addressed in CIA filed scientific literature. They are not UFOs. They are something the government found at the intersection of consciousness, the physical world, and what personnel described encountering and bringing home from a patch of land in northeastern Utah. Whether that something is explainable by known science, unknown science, or something else is a question no government report has answered. The classified technical reports that might address it remain unavailable. So all the files are as vague as possible, and they keep all the real information under lock and key.
They just tickle us a little bit here and there, and everything's all fake. Give us something more.
Yeah, that's. It's weird to see them recognize all these different things, treat them serious, but then at the end of the day, they do everything they can to not let it get
And then there's
out.
people like us that still care about it, but then the rest of the world's like, I get the gas is high and Strait of Hormuz and
Yeah. 90% of the thing, like my coworker today asked me if I seen something on the news, and I was like, dude, I can't.
I don't have enough
I can't.
bandwidth for that shit.
I don't, and because it's always just, I seen a TikTok where this lady's like, "You're right. Your side is the good side. The other side's the bad side. Your side is doing everything right. The other side is doing nothing right." But obviously didn't say what side was which side. It's just
perfect.
it's everyone, they're all just
to each
pandering.
side.
That's all it is. They just want power.
Yep. Yeah. Stupid. Vote Vermin Supreme 2028.
So yeah, I mean, we really are living in idiocracy.
Dude. We just need a Brondo.
I mean, we really are.
Crave electrolytes. Do you get that reference, Evan? Do you get it?
I've watched that movie with him, so he's got to understand.
Like now that he's like all like, oh, I got kids and a job. Ooh, he doesn't have time to watch movies anymore. So I didn't know he had. So good for him. We're proud of you, Evan. We're just talking shit. It's being funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there was a lot to cover, but they talked about a lot of things, and it's stuff that for a lot of years was like, they always tried to deny there was things out there and things were happening, but it's clearly we have the files that say that they acknowledge that stuff is real, but they're not going to give us the full information on it.
Typical.
Yeah. But yeah, I just thought I found that, just randomly found this article, and I was like, that's really interesting to see how much money they spent studying this stuff.
Throw some my way. Let some autists do it. Like, dude, I'll be a contractor.
Right.
I'll probably bid in low too because I'm already being paid by the government. Give me a discount or give you a discount. No, I'd love to do that shit. Just research something like that. But man, I don't know about bringing stuff home though.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna end up spending a lot of time on this website though.
Is that the website?
Yes.
That's where the article's from that you sent to me? Okay.
Yeah, the classifiedrecord.com. Like, I just went to the documents section, and the first two things that pop up is declassified files on Operation Northwoods, which was a Joint Chiefs false flag proposals.
That was like a recent one too, wasn't it?
The JF. Yeah. Well, this was all from 1962, but it was like the JFK assassination records from 2025. What the files confirm.
I know what I'm doing after this.
NSA Section 702 and PRISM, warrantless surveillance of Americans. which apparently was an act passed in 2008.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Project Shamrock in Minaret, which is NSA mass surveillance programs.
Man, you could get some episodes from there, brother. I know where I'm going tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of COVID-19 origins, the FOIA record.
Chinese wet market. China.
Here's one that ties in directly with what we were just talking about, Project Stargate, the CIA and military psychic program from 72 to 95.
That's crazy.
I think I'm gonna have to take a break.
You find some good stuff.
I think I'm gonna take a break from the Wheel of Weird. I was gonna live roll it tonight, but I think I'm going to be going a different route for a little bit.
You always go back to like a Wheel of Weird could be like a reoccurring theme, you know. That's cool. Yeah, I'm doing my wholesome one. I already wrote that one, and I'm gonna balance it out with a horrific story at the end too. So,
we are going to be getting back on the interview train for the C.O.Cs for a couple weeks. We are going to be speaking with Levi Jameson.
Google him.
He is a field researcher with BFRO, which is the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, for those that do not know. And he is also the director of the North American Research Center of Paraufology, which is like the study of UFOs. So he's the director of this whole research center. So we're hopefully going to be. I told him I said, yeah, we'd like to get a couple episodes out of it, and he goes, I have a lot of information to share. So I think it's going to be really good, but that's going to be coming next Thursday. So
yes.
So yeah, he definitely has a lot of different things to talk about. So I'm excited for that. Really excited about that. Yeah, I think that's about it for what I have for tonight.
I like that. And that website, I can't wait to go into that later. Jeez.
They have a lot of good stuff on there.
Cool, man.
So, all right. Well, it's never too late to escape into Utah and drain the blood of animals.
Good night from me and Evan. Evan's not here.